Hey guys, I'm here to talk about how you guys should be preparing for ICICI PO program personal interview round. I'm sure you guys have cleared your written assessment and then your group discussions as well, and now you will be preparing for your personal interview. So one of the pretty important information that I want to share is I hope you guys all aware that I have also attended PO program in 13 batch, which was around 2011. While you go for the interview, I'm sure you guys know that a few of the basic questions which will be there, which is like uh, explain a little about yourself, which is introduction of yourself. My suggestion for you about the introduction is that guys, always remember that in introduction you should not talk about everything that you have done in your life, or if in case you are a fresher, then obviously you'll talk about your education and your whatever is your project experience, if you have done any in your school, college, or maybe any festivals, annual function, etc., that you have managed in your college, universities, and then obviously a bit about your personal life. But I would always say that refrain from telling everything in case you are a professional, or adding a lot of detail when you are talking about introduction, because in introduction they want to know a little basic about and majorly what is not there in your resume. All right. So how I would suggest you is that talk a little about in case you are a professional, where you're working currently, what is your role, what is your team, in a brief, like 15 seconds, and then you can go to your what is your education, and then what are your where are you from, a little about your family as well, and what do you say, what are your unique interest, or if you have anything which is unique, which is any knowledge, any certification, etc., that you've done, probably should talk about that, which will make the listener interested about you or your profile. Works, but don't go ahead in too much of detail while you're into the introduction phase, because anyways they're going to ask all those questions as you move forward. So to make it very crisp, not more than 90 seconds you should talk about in the introduction. Works. One of the very key information that I want to share with you guys is, in this interview always remember, they are not looking for very talented people. Okay, banking is a place where we need a little hardworking people, dedicated, and mostly people who are needy. So always remember that while you're talking about yourself in the interview, throughout the conversation, not just about introduction, you have to show the urge for you to get the job. You have to show the need that you have to get this job, and in case you get this job, what are the kind of benefits you will get, and how you can also help the organization. So they should feel very interested about that. Hey, this guy, if joins, will stay for longer, has a need, dedicated, hardworking, and if you are able to reflect all of these during your conversations, I'm sure you'll be able to clear it. Always remember, it's not very tough interview, but there will be some basic questions to understand your interest, your need, I would say more. And because they know that while you guys work in the organization, in the bank, it is not going to be very easy. It is going to be a little challenging as well, and for that they need hardworking and dedicated people. All right, and you also need to develop this quality in yourself and reflect that during the interview. All right. Few of the questions also I wanted to let you know, which you will definitely face there. So majorly people are from different background, right? Most of the graduates will be maybe engineering background, or maybe somebody from science, from arts, and now they are applying for banking. So the very obvious question is, why do you want to join banking? Cool. So that's a pretty interesting question. I will give you some tips, okay, and you can use any of those. So you have to always remember that you have to give genuine answers, okay, which is true. Don't try to frame it. When you're preparing for yourself, ask yourself that why do you want to join banking? Is there any interest also or not? And whatever the honest answer comes, structure a little and refine it a bit as well. And I'll give you some direction. Try to follow that. That'll help you. Okay. See, first of all, always remember that banking is a job where you can serve society. How? In bank they give loans, right? Say if you give loan to a needy who is genuine and who will do a great business taking your loan. Uh, and if you provide that person a right loan, by using that, he will develop his business. He will make his life good, as well as from that business, he will also generate employment. He will create a lot of economic activity, and he will, his lifestyle will be improved. He will impact the society as well, and all that gets fueled by you because you approved that loan on the right time for the right person. And that's why there is huge opportunity to support the society by taking right decision while you are into banking. Clear, guys? So that's why you will see there's a lot of priority sector lending, which is priority sector is all everything related to farming and the sector which relates to crops and all that. And that's why government has mandated a portion of your overall lending should be only to priority banking, because from there we can develop our society, the lower side of the society who are majorly farming, etc., so that they have enough funds, they can do their business, live their life happily. Cool. So there's huge potential that you serve the society. So this is like one of the great things that you do if you're into banking. And I'm telling you, without even interview also, you should know this, guys, because you should feel proud about the career that you are going to select. You have the potential to impact society. Always remember this. Okay. So you get a good opportunity to serve society. Second is, banking is a respectable profession. I hope you guys know that in old days, people used to say, hey, he's a banker, like he's a doctor, he's a advocate, like that. There's a banking is also a very respectable profession. You go to bank and you deal with all money, finances, investments, insurance. All this helps people, and people respect a bank. Like say for example, I was in dire need of money, and say there was a medical emergency, I wanted a medical loan, and you gave me, I was able to save a life. I will always respect you, right? Say I was running through a very crisis time, you gave me a loan, and I, because of that, maybe I have been able to develop business, I'm living a very happy life. I'll always respect you. Say for example, I had a lot of money, I didn't know how to use it, you advised me in the right way, I invested, and now my 10 lakh becomes 20 lakhs. I'll always respect you, right? It's a very respectful profession. Always remember these guys when you're going to the profession, regardless of it's an interview or not. You should know this. Third very important thing, which is very true as well. See, ICICI Bank is a big brand. It is one of the most technologically advanced organization. I'm not sure if you're aware or not. ICICI Bank has recently adopted a new technology wherein they will use satellite images to check how the farms are, to verify and validate the property before lending the loans to the farmers. They will not even visit. They will use satellite images. That level of technology is there. So it's a big brand, good name, and good opportunity, right? So obviously you should say it's a big brand, I want to join. It will give a good career for me. And third is, see, you're getting a good designation, you're getting education, you're getting a master's, dude. Third is a pretty handsome salary. You're getting a deputy manager, 4 lakhs per annum salary. Why will you not join? It's a very good start for your career in case you're starting. Even if not, you're a professional already working, you're working in ICICI Bank only, and then you're coming from say officer grade 2 or deputy manager level. It's an amazing movement, right? So why will you not be interested? So these are very genuine reasons that you want to join. Okay, go ahead and speak up. I think with this you should be able to manage your interest. And apart from that, if you have anything else in your mind which has attracted you to the banking, go ahead and just kill it. Cool. Always remember, you will be asked to talk about your strengths. So I would give you a few tips which you can which you can use and which will help you during the interview. Always remember that in an interview, when you're going and there is a question, what is your strength? Actually, what they're trying to look into you is, do you have those qualities which will be a right fit for the role? Okay. So always remember that you need to give such kind of strengths which matches the requirement. So here, see, in banking, eye to detail is very, very important because you deal with money, right? So whenever you're into finance sector, if you do small mistakes, there'll be huge financial loss or gain to different parties, okay? Which can be customer, bank, etc., etc. Now, that's why eye to detail is very, very important. And then you should give an example. Say, for example, when I used to work in projects in my college, my friends used to come up with a documentation. I used to look at it and I used to take out like a lot of flaws in that, and they used to like fight with me or didn't used to like me. And then, but ultimately, when we used to refine it and deliver it, everyone used to appreciate me. This is one of the qualities that I've identified in myself, which I feel is my strength. Works. So eye to detail, you have to reflect. I've given one example. You can reflect it in a different way as well. Second, obviously, you should talk about that if you are have hardworking qualities. Okay, so maybe you can say that, hey, while I'm studying, I also help my father in my business or my mom in my business, or I also help support my mom in household works because I see sometimes she's unwell and I don't feel like her doing all the part. And regardless of guys interview, you guys should always definitely be either supporting your father in your business or your mom in your household work, etc. That gives you a lot of learning, that gives you a lot of maturity, sense of equality. So obviously, please, you guys should do it. Apart from that, what I also want to say is, in your strength area, you should always try to reflect your hardworking capability. Any kind of situation that you have come across in your life where you worked pretty hard, talk about that situation. That will create a lot of impact. I'm just giving you some example situations. Don't try to replicate this. If there's something else in your life, think of it and keep it. And I would say record these things somewhere in your pen, paper, laptop, desktop, wherever, so that in future also you can use this. Okay, these are pretty handsome and good points which will help you in any interview in future as well. Cool. Now my next point is, you should always show emotional quotient of yourself. Because when you work in corporate, when you work in organization, you need to understand the emotions your team is going through, your colleagues, your one down, one up goes through, and then how you are able to relate to it. Possibly you can give an example of when you was in a college, somebody was going through some emotional breakdown, and how did you understood that situation, how did you control it. If you have any such example, you should try to talk about. Fourth, I would say you should obviously focus on customer first behavior. ICICI Bank has a principle which is called customer first, and you should definitely talk about how sensitive are you towards customers. So possibly you can say that, hey, once I went to say in a mall, in one outlet, I got an experience which was not very great, but then I went to a different company's outlet where they were like very, very different. They didn't even forced me to buy something. They kept on showing me option, and rather than buying one from the previous one where they were forcing me, I purchased year 3, and I felt that difference, and I always feel that's great about, and I will always like to deliver that when I'm in a position to deliver a service to the customers. Or maybe if you have used any kind of service, possibly for your mobile phone, for any electronic gadgets, etc. If you went to anywhere where you have seen the difference in quality of delivery, customer service, you talk about that, and you should say that, hey, I would definitely like to leverage that while I'm in a position where I can also offer some services, so that you can stress that area. Okay, always remember, they'll also ask you what are your strength and weakness area as well. Okay, so areas of improvement is also pretty important. Always you must have heard from a lot of people that, hey, you should tell your strengths as your weakness. Let me tell you guys, I have taken more than like 500 interviews, and I have this much of experience now that if you are doing this smartness of telling your strengths as your weakness, I get to know about it. Okay, so I would suggest please avoid that. You should always know what is your area of improvement, and you should be critical about it. Being vocally critical is a very strong quality in an individual. Okay, so you should know what you don't know, and you should be vocal about it. It should not be that I'm always great, good, I'm just doing great work. I also know that, hey, there are few opportunities where I'm not great and I want to improve, and you should be clear with it. Like, I'll give you a few examples. Like, say I'm not very good with Excel's handling large data, and I would definitely like to improve my technical skills as I move forward, because I feel in a managerial position when I'm into organization serving the customers, I would definitely need Excel skills or reporting skills, to analyze the trend in the market, trend in the sales, trend in the footfall of customers in the branch, etc. And definitely I would like to improve myself in that area as I move forward. These are few of the what do you say genuine technical or genuine areas where people are usually not very strong, because most of you guys will be fresher, and even if you are experienced and you have not worked into Excel sheets, etc., you might not have this knowledge. So I would definitely say that go ahead with a very genuine area where you are not very great, and be very critical about it. Be open about it, that hey, I want to improve in these areas. Because when somebody talk about their strength area as well very openly, it gives a lot of confidence to the interviewer that hey, this guy knows where where he needs to improve, and he will improve. And the person who doesn't reflect that, I'm sure that person is not very interested to learn, and that's why they try to hide it. That's the impression which gets created. So I would say these are few of the things, guys. If you go ahead with, I'm sure you'll be able to clear the interview. If you are still listening to me, guys, I would urge you guys, go ahead and like this video and subscribe as well. There's a lot of other content also in my channel. There's a lot of videos that I've created on interviews, as well as on group discussions for ICICI PO, for Axis Bank also. Right, go ahead and take a look at it. Thank you very much, guys. Best of luck.